there. Um, so this is probably the last summer sit-in. Um, Pretty certain of that I'll have of the series. I know I'm not done a ton this season, but I'm glad I've gotten a couple in. Um, so it's hello, Sir Nether. Um, Me, I haven't really done intro stuff before, but I should probably start doing that. Um, I'm a Minecrafter, but also um, I really enjoy kind of recording some of my life and being able to look back on that. I don't know. I'll think of a actual. Later on, I'll hopefully think of a better intro or something like that. Whatever. Anyways, um, yeah. So the date um, it is July 17th of 2025. It is about 11:10. I see my Yoda clock here. I don't think I've ever showed this in a video before. I don't think. Whatever. um, so it's really crazy. Really crazy. Um, this moment, this time, this day. Um, and I know that tomorrow I'm really gonna feel that. And as much as I've been anxious about how the flights might go, or how being in the airports is, or really just all these different kind of things that I've expressed concerns about, expressed worries about, either on here or in my real life. I think that um, I think I might develop some more courage after that. Through that, I might realize, or I don't know, or at least maybe I might have a little more, I don't know, faith in myself in that regard. I suppose. Um, oh yeah, I got a haircut recently. I don't think I'd made a video. Since then I got my dad cut my hair. What was it like? That was last weekend, I think. I think it was probably I think it was like last Friday, I believe. Uh, yeah, so I finished up my summer work with my dad and the landscaping business stuff that we were doing. Um, I finished my last official day of that was on this Monday, and and then I had and then I had um on Tuesday I did a little bit more unofficial work with my dad to finish up on well, we didn't, I don't think we got everything done, but we there was this neighbor, well, not neighbor, church friend of ours, married couple, who really wanted this whole job done, whole project done in their place. And the two of us, me and my dad, we don't live too far away from them. It's about probably like 15-20 minute drive. So, anyways, then we would go on over there most of the weekends this summer, except for on my birthday, which was on Saturday, and maybe like one or two other occasions, pretty much, since like mid to late May, essentially. We go over there and we'd weed, mulch, prune stuff. Um, we'd plant some stuff, bunch of different bunch of different things. We planted a couple trees, planted some uh, Planted some roses, although some of them didn't survive. Only I think one of them did. We planted was some kind of lilies or something, and a couple other things. I don't really remember all of it, but good amount of stuff. It's probably I would say like maybe a couple hydrangeas or something. I don't know. Anyways, so I did basically a whole bunch of stuff there, and we made a lot of progress. It's definitely really hot working outside though. The summer's really been quite humid, quite hot. Kentucky weather. It's in the summer. It's really not all that fun or all that pleasant. Um, so yeah, that's I've mostly just been working this summer, and um, I've done quite a few Minecraft videos actually in the last couple weeks probably. But again, none of them were really edited. Uh, so I don't know. But I mean, at least trip wise, I've got all my documents in order. I've packed up all my stuff, pretty much that we bring in. I've I've you know got some physical money, some cash. I've got my allergy meds, just out, seasonal stuff. And I got, my device and then I've really done all that in order. Sent a bunch of emails, stayed in contact with a bunch of people. So really all that's left is mostly just, triple check, triple check everything. When I wake up, make sure everything's in order, you know, just make sure all the stuff I have in my suitcase doesn't go over the 50-pound limit, and then I have all stuff in hand, and then I, remember all the stuff I need to do, and then I go through airports, fly, and I get there. So that's really all that's left is just making sure it's all in order, and then taking taking really the big leap of faith. And I don't know if I'll remember to do it or not, to be honest. But I kind of had the idea a couple of days ago where I was like, what if what if I, sorry, I can't think. Um, yeah. But yeah, what if so I can be tracking my flight and I can see exactly where they're at, right? And with the third one, it's the international one because I have to fly the first two. I have to fly all to the other side of the country first to LA. But um, anyways, but yeah, with that third one from LA to Sydney, I mean, it's gonna be it's gonna be really long. It's like 15 hours. About it's like 15 hours and 10 minutes is what they list on uh the airline website app, whatever that I'm using, going through. Um and and really just to do that, just that way I can see like exactly when I'm outside of the United States airspace. And then I can kind of think that, I've I've lived, all of my life so far between my birth and this moment in time in this country. Just, just that's just real. I don't really know how to put it, but it's really crazy to think about that. And then probably also to figure out the length for the international airspace, and then yeah, and then for all of the time that I'll be in um for the about 4.5 months, something like that. Um, so, and just think, I've had my whole experience here from whatever the first approximately minute and hour. I'm not gonna guess the second, but minute and hour. Um, well, I don't know, maybe I'll go minute and second of when I enter Australian airspace to the very last day when I leave it. I think I've had a whole bunch of experiences, whatever those may be, good or bad, or both, probably. And just, they all fit within this. Damn. So, pretty crazy. Um, Beyond that, though, I've enjoyed some more time with my family. We've watched some TV, we watched a bunch of pretty funny movies. So, for example, we watched Despicable Me 4 and, what was it? Uh, Shark Boy and Lava Girl. We rewatched that one. We hadn't watched that one in like forever. I don't know. I think the last time we watched that one, I was in like middle school, I believe. Maybe early high school. I don't know. Been a while. Yeah. I know I definitely watched it in elementary school. I don't remember what year, but anyways. And then we rewatched. I think I want to say that I talked about it in a reviews video, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But um, but yeah, I mean, we watched Wayne's World. We watched um Miss Doubtfire, and we also watched I can't remember what it's called. I don't remember what it's called, but it's basically this one about these three guys lived in I don't remember what city it was specified in, but somewhere I'll say it's probably like I don't know, New York or Pennsylvania or something like that. And their lives were kind of just falling into shambles just a little bit. And they kind of needed a bit of a getaway, so they ended up going to uh, what was it, like New Mexico or something like that, to herd a bunch of cattle for like, what was it, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. And that's basically kind of how they've sort of bonded through that experience, and just some of the random stuff that happened in it. I don't know. It's a nice little story. So it's kind of fun to watch all those things with them. I played some more of a golf game with my dad on the Xbox tonight. I think it's Grow in a Hole or something like that. And then I also um, played some more Minecraft a little bit with my younger brother in the last week or two. I don't know. I think we just did mostly creative world stuff, if I remember correctly. Well, we had one night a couple days ago where you're allowed to bring the Xbox upstairs, plug it in up here, this TV that's right behind this computer, and we played Minecraft on there together for a little bit. But then my younger brother was super tired, so he went going to bed not too long after, anyways. And we played on his long-term survival world, which was pretty nice. Um, but yeah, anyways, so that's kind of really been pretty much most of the stuff that's kind of gone on recently, or I've wanted to think about or contend with and all that. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, yeah, me and my dad, we also went to our church for like the last 2 weeks, like this Sunday and the one week before. So it's nice getting to see some people in there and, you know, say some temporary goodbyes. You know, plenty of see you in December's. So, um, oh yeah, and then I don't remember if I mentioned it before in previous video or not, but yeah, on July 4th, um, me and my family went over to a church friend couple's house, different people than the ones I mentioned earlier in this video, and we and a whole bunch of other people from church were hanging out over there and just having a good day, and it's nice to chat with some people and meet a couple new people. All very nice, all very nice friends. Um, and I've even recommended some of them to this channel, so that's pretty nice. I had hopes that I was going to reach 100 subscribers before I leave tomorrow, but unless I get 6 subscribers, no, not six, 7 subscribers, um, overnight in the next couple of hours, I, I don't think that's going to happen, but nonetheless, I think, right, 93, 94, however much I have, something like that. Keep on going back and forth between those. It's pretty good, you know, and that's something to be proud of. So hopefully I keep that in mind. But anyway, so we hang out over at this church friend's house for a bit, for a couple hours. Got some nice snacks, chat with a bunch of people. I played some cornhole with my younger brother for a bit. It's pretty funny. We just acting super goofy with each other, just making a bunch of funny faces and stuff. Um, oh yeah, and then I remember I brought excuse me. Oh my god, okay. Brought myself an Australian flag because it's also red, white, and blue. I was like, hey, I'm going there. So basically just brought this and I just waved it around a bunch. um, and people thought it was cool and all that, and then I just, I don't think I've worn these in any of my videos yet, but I've had these for a little while. I got them around my around my birthday. Um, so I got these super swag sunglasses. I really wanted clip-on ones, but the thing is, those are a lot more expensive, and um, they're also like only work for a particular size of your glasses. And before, when I have had them, they've worked fantastically. But then but then I had to get another and like a new pair of glasses around that time. Like, just the thing was like 2 months later or something. Just a couple months, I don't know, however long it was. And then I wasn't able to keep on using them for that, so pretty tragic. But they worked pretty good for the time. So I just had walked around, had my sunglasses on, my purple hat. If you've seen, I don't know if I've done any videos of that. Probably have. I think I've done a couple of them at least. And this, and then I had what was it? I'm thinking my white khakis. And then I had I think it was like a blue shirt or black shirt. I don't know. And then I had a purple button up over top of that. That's what I wore. And I was just, I just look super swag. So, anyways, let me go ahead and take this off. I'm going to be wearing these for the rest of this video, which probably will only be just a couple of minutes. I don't want to keep this too long. I want it to be under 15, but that's fine. And so yesterday, we celebrated my mom's birthday. Even though her birthday was today, actually. But one of the things that we did, besides watching some movies or whatever, is we did some painting for a bit, and I made this painting. If you can't tell what this is the Sydney Opera House. I would show you the picture that was inspired by, which I have saved on my phone, but I don't know if I'm allowed to do that or not, because of, I don't know, copyright stuff or whatever, so I won't do that, but I'm sure you can probably find all kinds of very nice pictures of it. So, just if you're a artistically inclined person, you just enjoy art, tell me what you think. Comment section down below of what you think of this. You know, feel free. So, it would have been cooler if I had painted a lot more different places in Sydney that I'd like to see or visit, but unfortunately I didn't. And I was talking with my family, listening to music and all that. Um, kind of just taking my time, so I didn't do that. But still pretty nice. It's really nice. Um, but anyways, I guess no, I mean, um, what else to say? But yeah, I mean, this is the last video. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I might do one more, depending on how I feel in LA, but I really don't know because, again, just really focus more on my own safety and all that, getting around. But I mean, if I have maybe a few minutes, I might do one. I have no idea, but I want to say that I will, but I can't promise it. So I guess we'll just say that, at least for now, when I'm recording this, at least tonight, that this is the last video that I will be doing, or will be doing, have done, whatever. You know what I mean. Hopefully you do. That I have done here in the United States of America. Country where I've lived my whole life. I was born and I've lived 19 years and a month, several days, a bunch of minutes, hours, seconds, etc. Yeah, but yeah, pretty much I've lived most of my 19 plus years of life, which is pretty crazy. So to think that, you know, to think that, hey, I'm going on a really big adventure here. And while there's a lot of things that make me feel a bit unnerved, feel a bit scared, anxious, and have really been on my mind a lot, for sure, in the last couple of weeks, especially the last couple of days. I think there's a lot of good things ahead. And I just hope that I keep myself open, receptive to that, and keep on just going one day at a time and making the most of opportunities that present themselves, but also being smart about my choices too. Just general life advice, I suppose, regardless of where you're living or where you're traveling to. Yeah. But oh yeah, I guess a couple of last things. So got the luggage from a different church friend of mine, and I think I talked about him before a little bit in some of my previous videos. I think I don't even remember, but yeah, he and his husband, they recently had a trip to Canada. It's actually where he's from, and he's lived here in the United States for many years now, and I think I went there to go visit some family again. I think they did that, I'll say, earlier this year, in like February or March or something. I don't know. Anyways, whatever it was, I don't really remember. But they did some point earlier this year, and you know, I haven't really heard a ton of stories back from on that yet. But they're probably just, they got back like this like Sunday or something, Saturday or Sunday. So you're kind of just trying to deal. They have a bunch of stuff they're trying to deal with right now, you know. Um, so just letting them just ease back into being back here and just having some time. But anyways, I got this nice little Canadian pen from him, so that was really nice. Um, so yeah, it was nice getting to do some stuff with a couple of church friends, some with family, recording some videos, even if I didn't really edit most, if basically all of them, essentially. and, and really just, taking the time to work hard and look stuff up and really do everything that I really can reasonably do. At least that I know of. I mean, there's probably something I missed. There always is, you know, before I leave tomorrow. So, but anyways, if you enjoyed this, if you've resonated with any of the stuff that I've said, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, like the video, whatever suits your fancy, I suppose. Just don't do any inappropriate shit. Um, and say, I guess I will see you in the next video. I will see you on the other side of the world. Bon voyage. Adios, amigos. Say Stu Sonara. Where's the damn button? Okay, there it is. Bye bye.